Right now in Tenway, a group of parents and alumni in Janesville are fighting to save an historic Catholic school.
The yeas are 49. The nays are 51. The motion is not agreed to.
An historic day on Capitol Hill, casting a vote that all but ends the Senate impeachment trial. And later, the Lake Geneva ice castles are officially open. How the weather could impact them this weekend as we near some record-breaking high temperatures.
From the Channel3000.com Alert Center, this is News 3 Now at 10.
And thanks for joining us tonight. As Catholic Schools Week comes to an end, a Rock County school says it's still fighting to stay afloat. Rock County reporter Adam Duxter joins us from our bureau at the Janesville Gazette with how the community is supporting the school tonight. Adam?
Yeah, Eric, the last 6 months haven't been the easiest for St. Mary's School in Janesville, but tonight it says it will fight to keep its tradition alive.
We have students who are in grade kindergarten, first grade, and through fifth grade.
One trip through the main halls of St. Mary's School is all it takes.
This actual building, I think, was built in the 1920s.
To see its history.
Well, this is 1953.
But times are now changing.
Well, I think if you look at the Catholic Church in general, they would mark the same sort of change in statistics. Fewer baptisms, fewer marriages.
Last May, the historic school saw the impact of those changes, leading to tonight.
There was some uncertainty about the future of St. Mary's, particularly the middle school grades, so grades 6 through 8. There was a recommendation to close those grades, and we really needed to bring our budget into balance.
A spaghetti dinner in the school's gym, just the latest in fundraising efforts that have already topped over $100,000 in just 6 months' time.
I think it really means a nice element of togetherness and an element of celebration, too, where we can come together and say, look at the good things we've done.
And while there's still work to be done to keep this history,
I think this is from the 1930s.
And the school itself alive, it's worth it.
I knew we could do it. I knew we could do it because we had to do it. And if we have to do it this year again, we'll do it again this year because this place is worth saving.
Now, both Cunningham and Principal Earhart say their mission is not over yet, despite raising that $100,000. They say that fundraising effort will likely continue year after year. Now, on top of that, they say their big mission is going to be increasing enrollment in addition to raising those funds.
All right, Adam Duxter reporting in our Rock County Bureau. Adam, thank you. New tonight, Madison police are looking for an escaped inmate who ran out of an emergency exit this evening at the Ferris Center on Rimrock Road. 18-year-old Perryon Carryon of Madison, currently serving a 30-day Huber sentence for operating a motor vehicle without the owner's consent, disorderly conduct, and fleeing an officer. If you have any information on his whereabouts, you're asked to call 911. City of Madison Streets Division says it'll be on standby tonight, so we might see a little freezing drizzle. They say if required, they will be ready to salt and treat roads. Let's get a look at our first alert forecast now with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti. Gary?
Well, Eric, a lot of that will depend on temperatures as well. Let's start out by taking a look at Doppler radar. You can see the bulk of the snow has moved into northern Illinois, so we're just left with some lighter snow showers and flurries, basically east of Madison now. Visibility, we're seeing between about 2 and 4 miles. A few places a little bit less than 2 miles in some fog, but temperatures are right around the freezing mark. So here in Madison, we're right at 32 degrees. To our north and west, temperatures are just below freezing. That's where freezing drizzle might be a little bit more of a concern. To the south and east, temperatures are at or slightly above freezing. By tomorrow morning, we'll be into the upper 20s. But by that time, the freezing drizzle will be over with. Tomorrow, we'll still see clouds with a high temperature of 37, but milder weather is on the way for Sunday. In fact, we could be flirting with a record high temperature. I'll have more details in weather in just a few minutes.
Gary, thank you. Governor Tony Evers has declared a state of emergency in Milwaukee, Racine, and Kenosha counties. This is in response to storms from January 10th through 12th that caused extensive flooding along the Lake Michigan shoreline and significant infrastructure damage as well. Now, this declaration directs state agencies to help people affected and allows the National Guard's Adjutant General to call troops to active duty to help local authorities if needed. Senate Republicans defeated a motion to call new witnesses in the impeachment trial and then agreed to closing arguments and a final vote next week on whether to remove President Trump from office. Katherine Johnson is on Capitol Hill with more.
The yeas are 49. The nays are 51. The motion is not agreed to.
The Republican-controlled Senate voted against additional witnesses in the impeachment trial of President Trump.
Mr. Majority Leader?
After the vote, Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell tried but did not have the support to end the trial with an immediate vote on whether to acquit or convict the president. Senators agreed to hold closing arguments Monday and a final vote Wednesday.
If the president is acquitted with no witnesses, no documents, the acquittal will have no value, because Americans will know that this trial was not a real trial.
The debate over witnesses dominated the closing arguments from House managers and the president's lawyers.
You've heard from a lot of witnesses. Even with all of those witnesses, it doesn't prove up an impeachable offense. The articles fail.
Before Friday's session began, the New York Times dropped another revelation from former National Security Advisor John Bolton's upcoming memoir.
According to the report, Bolton writes that President Trump directed him in early May to call then-Ukrainian President-elect Volodymyr Zelensky to urge him to meet with Rudy Giuliani, who planned to discuss investigations into the Democrats. The president's request allegedly came during an Oval Office meeting. President Trump denied the claim in a statement, saying that meeting never happened. Katherine Johnson, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
Rudy Giuliani has tweeted his denial of the latest John Bolton book claims, calling them a lie. On the Democratic side, all campaigns in Iowa are in their final push before Monday's caucuses. It's our first test of the American electorate in terms of choosing a Democratic nominee to challenge President Trump in November. Campaigns have been everywhere in Iowa over the past few months, and that's something Iowa residents recognize as special, but also a bit overwhelming.
I'm maybe getting sick of all the phone calls and text messages.
I've never noticed a real change. You see a lot of stuff in the media, but like in my day-to-day life, yeah, nothing's really ever like been significantly changed depending on who's the president.
I actually think it's pretty amazing that we get to see all the candidates. And I mean, you can talk to them just like this, face to face.
The people we spoke with today say what they've enjoyed the most about the campaigns is not having to go through a third party to get their message through. They get to ask candidates questions themselves. And Amy Reed will have live coverage of the Iowa caucuses starting on Sunday, and you can follow her updates on News 3 Now and our Channel 3000 mobile app. City of Madison residents can vote absentee at public library locations starting on Monday. The following Monday, February 10th, absentee voting locations will open at Edgewood College, Madison College, and UW-Madison. You have to have photo ID in order to get an absentee ballot. To find a list of absentee voting times and locations, just go to our website, channel3000.com. There's an opportunity to be a part of history as a volunteer for this summer's Democratic National Convention in Milwaukee. Yesterday was the first official day to sign up, and already 10,000 people have expressed interest in helping. They're looking for 15,000 volunteers total, and they'll be needed leading up to the convention and during the event itself. Everything from office support help to hospitality and social media. Well, as the clock strikes midnight in Brussels, the UK's exit from the European Union is finally official. Celebrations are underway in London, and a sense of relief that Brexit is finally done. As the split became official, European Union leaders warned the UK that ending its half-century of membership will bring a sad new chapter, but British lawmakers disagreed.
Today we celebrate the beginning of our independence, our ability to control our own laws, our own trade deals, our own borders.
Our experience has taught us that strength does not lie in splendid isolation, but in our unique union.
Voters said yes to Brexit as a way to reclaim Britain's sovereignty and take control of immigration rules. It took 3.5 years to agree on terms, but the country is still bitterly divided. Police have identified the woman who drove through multiple checkpoints at President Trump's Mar-a-Lago resort today, ending in a police-involved shooting. 30-year-old Hannah Romheil, now charged with 2 counts of deadly assault on 2 deputies and assault on a federal officer. According to the Palm Beach Sheriff's Department, she drove through 2 security checkpoints on the property this morning. Officers fired shots at her vehicle as it headed towards the main entrance of the estate. No injuries were reported. The president was not there at the time. Developments in the coronavirus outbreak continue to escalate. The Trump administration has signed a proclamation declaring coronavirus now a public health emergency in the U.S. as a 7th case was reported. Also today, United, American, and Delta Airlines all announced plans to suspend all U.S. to China flights starting next week. Health officials also want all 195 people who were flown out of China this week to be quarantined at the Southern California military base for 2 weeks. The group arrived from Wuhan, China on Wednesday. Officials say no one has shown any signs of illness. They were originally going to be released after only 3 days in isolation, but that changed since officials now believe it can take up to 14 days for someone to develop symptoms. Well, for the first time tonight, we're seeing video of the confessed Parkland High School shooter attacking a prison guard while behind bars. This video was recorded on November 13th of 2018, but it was just released. It starts with the shooter head down walking in slow circles around tables inside the Broward County main jail. After exchanging some words, he charged the officer attacking him. They struggle and fall onto the floor. After several moments, the two emerge in fighting stances and exchange blows. The officer gets the advantage after getting out his taser when the shooter then surrenders and is taken back into custody. Sheriff Roger Brandner says Columbia County is finally seeing a decrease in drug overdose numbers. In 2018, there were 103 overdose calls for help, 18 deaths. Last year, that number decreased to 65 overdoses and 10 deaths. The sheriff says the decrease comes after years of efforts in working with community partners through drug awareness and educational talks. Milwaukee's historic Sprecher Brewing has been sold to a group of Milwaukee investors. The brewer is credited with jump-starting the craft beer age in Milwaukee when it opened up shop back in 1985. The new CEO will be Sharad Shada, a former vice president for GE Medical and an executive with Samsung. The new owners say they have plans to make Sprecher into a national craft beverage producer. Well, Island Express Helicopters, that is the company that owned the helicopter that crashed, killing Kobe Bryant, his daughter, and 7 others last week. It has now suspended all flight operations until further notice. That announcement comes the same day as an LA congressman introduced a new bill. It's being called the Kobe Bryant and Gianna Bryant Helicopter Safety Act. It would require a terrain warning system on all helicopters. Now, that helicopter that crashed last week was not required to have the system because the FAA had rejected a proposal to make those alarms mandatory. Still to come tonight at 10, your full weekend forecast and the latest on the chances to break a record for warmth on Sunday. But first, what that warm weekend weather could mean for popular winter activities around southern Wisconsin, including the Lake Geneva ice castles that just opened today. We'll have the story. Stay with us.
It's no secret, Robertson is Wisconsin's aesthetic leader. But with results this natural, patients can keep it a secret if they want. Our secret to reducing stubborn body fat? Cool Sculpting. And now with 25% off, it's time to learn how Cool Sculpting is different at Robertson.
I've been down this road before and I've seen a thing or two. I've met every devil, so I'm not afraid of you.
Ford Explorer. Drive it today with 0% financing plus $1,500 retail bonus cash. See your local Ford dealer.
Ashley Home Store's one-day sale is this Saturday with a preview day Friday. Enjoy friends and family pricing on everything in the store. Save as much as 50% off all furniture store-wide. Hurry in and get our best bonus offer of the entire year and take an additional 15% off our already low sale prices. Or finance interest-free for up to 6 years with just sales tax and delivery charges due at checkout. Plus, save big during our biggest mattress sale of the year. The Mattress Marathon starts right now. This weekend only at Ashley Home Store. This is home.
It's the biggest and the best. The News 3 Now Madison Camper and RV Show and Sale. January 31st, February 1st and 2nd at the Alliant Energy Center.
The Color Purple is the Tony Award winner for Best Musical Revival. A glory to behold. Experience what people are calling one of the greatest revivals ever. The Color Purple. At Overture Center, February 18th through 23rd. Get your tickets today at overture.org.
The world needs people who fight for what's right. For us, that means fighting for you when an accident has turned your life upside down.
For the first
first time in nearly 2 weeks, but what has felt like forever, we are swapping shovels for sunshine this weekend. If you are hoping to get out of the house, we're sharing several events that are free for families happening. Join us Saturday at 5 and 8.
The race to the White House begins with the Iowa caucuses, and News 3 Now is there. Political reporter Amy Reed covers every angle with live reports starting Sunday. Stay informed with the area's most in-depth election coverage, only on News 3 Now.
Welcome back. The Chocolate Shop announced its return to Atwood Avenue following a lawsuit late last year, which ended with the Chocolate Shop leaving its walk-up shop. An ice cream parlor will open just 200 feet from the former location, where another ice cream shop called the Atwood Scoop plans to open. Both owners say their shops will be a place for the community to gather, coming right off the bike path.
I hope that people in the neighborhood and the community will be very excited that, yes, Chocolate Shop ice cream is still here. Yes, we're reinvesting. We're putting in actually a larger store. So I hope that rings positive to everybody.
I want it to be the same thing it's always been, a fantastic little spot right off the bike path. It's a little gathering area. We'll have the seating in the back and the patio right on the bike path. It's a fantastic local corner in a local community that people can gather at.
The Chocolate Shop plans to open in May. The Atwood Scoop says they'll open when the weather permits, maybe even sooner. Despite warm weather and poor ice conditions, the Wisconsin DNR says this year's sturgeon spearing season will happen. The season will open at sunrise next Saturday, February 8th. Experts say there are parts of the ice on Lake Winnebago that is 8 to 12 inches thick, but there are also sections that are only 4 or 5 inches. The season is expected to run the full 16 days. And the operators of the Lake Geneva Ice Castle is also watching that weather closely. They officially opened today after already being delayed for several weeks. Things were pretty busy tonight, but this weekend with the expected warm-up, we asked the site manager how it could affect the castles and if they're a little worried if they'll hold up.
Not concerned. I mean, it's kind of a bummer because, you know, we like the cold. We love it miserably cold. That's what we love it. It'll get a little warm. Castle will kind of sweat and drip a little bit, but still a great experience. You know, it's an organic living organism, and it changes with the seasons and the temperatures, and so we've got cold temperatures on the forecast of the horizon, so it should work out.
Says the weather has made things extremely difficult this year, going all the way back to October. He says they actually had to start over from scratch 5 times. And up in northern Wisconsin, the ice caves along the Apostle Islands National Lake Shore will likely be inaccessible this year due to low ice coverage on Lake Superior. As of today, less than 5% of Lake Superior was covered by ice. That's much lower than the typical 25% coverage at the end of January. Now, here's something that does not happen much. This is in Charlotte, North Carolina. They had some light snow, and we know what panic ensues when you get a dusting of snow in North Carolina. And that was enough for many school districts, this is actual truth, to close for the day or shut it down early to ensure the safety of those traveling. We often laugh at that, but they don't have the gear, and a lot of them don't know how to drive.
Yeah, exactly.
How to drive in that
I was in San Antonio when they had some freezing rain about 10 years ago. And
chaos.
It was just, yeah, I mean, everything was closed. Well, around here, we're a little tougher, but we are dealing with some light snow, some flurries, and maybe some freezing drizzle in there as well. Looks like the bulk of it is now starting to shift east and southeast of Madison. So at this point, travel problems will be most likely east of Madison, and I don't think main roads will be a problem. I think it'll be mainly the secondary roads and side streets that haven't been treated. But you can see to the south also some snow across northern Illinois. Everything to the west is breaking up, but there's still some fog left over. Visibility's right now running around 4 miles in Madison, down to 3/4 of a mile in Dubuque, Iowa, and that's mainly just due to fog. We're not seeing much in the way of precipitation, although there could be some drizzle or freezing drizzle in there. Visibility's in some locations less than a mile over northern Iowa and southern Minnesota. 3 things you need to know in the forecast. The flurries and freezing drizzle will come to an end tonight, and there'll still be some areas of fog. Tomorrow will be cloudy and mild with high temperatures in the upper 30s, but Sunday, sunshine returns, and we could be flirting with record high temperatures. You know, I was doing some checking. The lowest record high temperature for any dates during the calendar year is 47, and today, or for tomorrow and Sunday, the record high temperature is 47 degrees. So maybe one of those will go by the wayside. Weather track shows that little batch of precipitation passing to our south. More clouds upstream for tomorrow, but behind it, here's the clearing that we're starting to look at that'll be in here for Sunday. Right now, a weak area of low pressure generating that very light precipitation here. Notice the winds generally out of the south through much of the Midwest. And as we take a look at future track, The clouds will continue for tonight and tomorrow. Now, tomorrow, there might even be a peak of sun in the afternoon, but generally it will be cloudy through the day. As we head into tomorrow night, notice the skies start to clear, and that will lead to sunshine for much of the day on Sunday. Notice the winds, though, by late in the afternoon, starting to shift to a west-northwesterly direction as a weak cold front drops southward. And on Monday, that'll be to the south. You can definitely see where the front is. You have northeasterly winds here, and right along the front, winds out of the south. So that front stalled across northern Illinois. That could lead to some light snow chances as we head from Tuesday into Wednesday. Now, two of the computer models that we look at, one shows just about maybe a ½ inch to an inch of snow, mainly from Madison southward in the Tuesday-Wednesday time frame. The other computer model shows perhaps a 1 to 3 inch snowfall over southern Wisconsin. So precipitation expected to be light, but we will see additional snow cover as we head into the middle part of next week. For tomorrow, look for mostly cloudy skies, high temperature at 37 degrees, so a mild day. But take a look at this forecast for Sunday. Partly sunny skies return. It'll be breezy and milder. The high at 46. Notice the record high temperature, 47, set back in 1987, certainly within reach. As we look at the 7 to 10 day forecast, though, those temperatures do come back down into the upper 30s for Monday. I think Monday will stay dry. The light snow chances will arrive late Monday night into Tuesday and Wednesday. That's when we could see, perhaps a 1 to 3 inch snowfall. Temperatures will be within a couple of degrees of normal all the way through the end of next week. Maybe some light snow chances about Saturday and then Monday of the following week. Neither of those systems seems to be really big, but notice those temperatures too. So far, we have not gone below 0 in Madison this winter.
You're going to jinx it. Now we're doomed.
I don't know. Every day that goes by.
And your boy, Jimmy, he's going to show up on Sunday. And he's going to see
his shadow. So.
And then we're really messed up for 6 weeks.
We'll see how accurate that forecast is.
I know you have a lot of faith in Jimmy.
I do.
I know you do. Nemesis. All right, it got heated on the Kohl Center ice tonight. Of course it did. It was the border battle. The Badgers, the Gophers, the highlights next in sports.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
For over 40 years, Kitchen Idea Center has partnered with discerning contractors, designers, and architects, bringing their clients' vision to life, featuring Play-Doh woodwork cabinetry. Kitchen Idea Center, designing for you and your life.
The Real Real. Authenticated luxury consignment. From Gucci, Hermes, Louis Vuitton, Rolex, Cartier, and hundreds more at up to 90% off retail. All authenticated by our experts. Shop authenticated luxury the sustainable way, only at The Real Real. Get 20% off select items with the code REAL. The Real Real.
I'm a little old to count down the days, but my ski trip to Cascade Mountain with my cousin each year, so much fun. We used to pretend like we were flying. Now, we really do. My dad and my uncle like that we still ski free. But Noah and I, we just have fun. See you there.
Our big pet care sale is going on now at Blaine's Farm and Fleet. We're your animal experts with great deals on a massive selection of pet food, supplies, and more. Get an instant $10 Farm and Fleet gift card when you buy select large bags of Hill's Science Diet dog or cat food. $5 off select large bags of Taste of the Wild dog food. Save 25% on select dog and cat toys. And select Farm and Fleet bird food and suet is half off. Don't miss our big pet care sale going on now at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
When being sick isn't as bad as
not knowing why you're sick.
When questions lead to confusion.
And angst and anxiety. When it feels like there's a tiger chasing you into the darkness.
And all you want is a little light.
A little hope.
This is when you need the best of the best. Doctors who don't just perform cutting-edge procedures and treatments. Doctors who invent them. UW Health. Remarkable medicine. Remarkable care.
Get a fresh start with the Start Something New sales event at Don Miller. The new 2019 Ram 1500, the most awarded light-duty truck in America. Get 0% APR for 60-month financing or 1.9% APR for 72 months. Rebates and incentives up to $3,000 on all remaining new 2019 Ram 1500 trucks in stock. The Ram 1500, a 2019 IIHS top safety pick. Great rebates and incentives now at the Start Something New sales event at Don Miller, your Madison truck headquarters.
Don Miller.
Searching for a new kitchen? Look no further than Kitchen Ideas Center, a trusted kitchen design center for over 40 years, featuring Play-Doh woodwork cabinetry. Kitchen Ideas Center, designing for you and your life.
Badgers head coach Tony Granato said the way they're playing right now, not going to cut it late in the season. Wisconsin splitting their last 3 series, but border battle tonight could potentially mean differently. Down 1-0 to start in the first period. Linus Weissbach to Wyatt Kalnick up top. He shoots and Tarek Baker tips it in. We've got a tie game at the end of 1. Same score in the second period. Badgers on the power play. Sean Doogie up front over to Ty Pelton Bice, and the Badgers take the lead. It's goal number 7 of the season for Pelton Bice. Gophers tied up, though, and more. They're up 3-2. Things get a little dicey here. Roman Ashawn tripped, and, well, no call. Tony Granato lit up, and Bryce Brzezinski takes it away and gets past Jack Barry. Got a little out of hand after that, and the Badgers end up losing 6-2. The final score. Huge showdown in Big 8 girls basketball tonight. Undefeated Memorial visiting 1-loss Middleton. First half action, Imani Rankins through the lane, goes out to Charlotte Sweet for 3. Sweet scoring 3 of the first 4 buckets for the Spartans. Not long after that, Evie Coleman finding McKenna Minogue underneath. It's a 1-point game. We had a lot of back and forth in this one, even all throughout the first half. Josie Lemrian pushes up to Kendall Rocket. She'll lay it in for 2. And Memorial, though, they would keep on fighting. Daisha Brown has the ball. She's thinking about it. Finds Leilani Kapanis for 3. But Middleton handing Memorial its first loss of the season, 77-68, the final. Giannis' shoulder looking spectacular against the Nuggets tonight. And guess who made the start with him? His brother, Thanasis. He gets the loose ball, throws down the dunk at the other end. He only played 5 minutes, but 4 points. We'll call it okay. Later, Brooke Lopez, not quite there, but no worries. Giannis is like, I got you. Little two-hander there, too. Giannis with 31 points, 16 rebounds. The Greek Freak doing some sharing, too, later to Chris Middleton. He was perfect from 3 in the first half. No hangover from his career performance, but he had 15 points tonight. Nuggets making a second-half surge, though, to beat the Bucks, 127-115, the final. Well, college wrestling is tough, but it's even more competitive in the Big Ten. Nationally speaking, the top 6 of 10 wrestling teams in the country are all in the Big Ten. Wisconsin ranked 4th. The Badgers at Indiana tonight. What a night for redshirt freshman Jared Kradinger in 174, recording his first pin of his college career. Junior Evan Wick, he's ranked 3rd in the country at 165, winning by fall. Wisconsin rolls 27-12. To high school wrestling, 2 ranked teams. Fenimore number 2 in Division 3 facing Lodi, who is 12th in Division 2. We start at 182 pounds. Lodi's Ben Siplot with the cradle and the pin. Blue Devils take an early 6-0 lead. Next weight class, Fenimore's Will Onen with the same pinning combination. Golden Eagles tied up at 6. But Fenimore, just too much for the Blue Devils tonight. Aiden Nutter with the throw, and he'll get the pin. Fenimore wins 48-24. We'll be right back.
Save big money on all of your home improvement projects right now at Menards. Fill gaps and prevent air or water leaks with DAP Alex Plus caulk. It can be used for interior or exterior projects, and it's durable, flexible, and paintable. Available in white or clear, just $177 each. Valvoline protects your vehicle against heat, deposits, and wear. Pick up a quart of Valvoline full synthetic motor oil for $4.79 each. Right now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
It's perfect. Thank you for choosing our home. Here's a list of our favorite spots to help you live like a local. And here is our Spectrum Wi-Fi password and a channel guide to help you settle in.
Did you say Spectrum?
Experience the fastest starting speeds for the price with Spectrum Internet. At 200 megabits per second, you'll enjoy faster surfing, streaming, and gaming. Switch to Spectrum Internet for $44.99 a month. Call 833-902-4499. Then lose yourself in the best in entertainment with more HD and more free on demand. With thousands of free titles to choose from and the best in live TV, there's always something on. Get Spectrum TV from $44.99 a month. Plus, download the Spectrum TV app for more ways to watch. Call 833-902-4499.
It happened again. You guys were supposed to leave yesterday.
Is that my robe?
Is it?
Lose yourself in the best internet and TV with Spectrum. Switch now from $44.99 a month each, all with no contracts. Call 833-902-4499.
Score big this weekend with huge savings during Steinhafels 3-day scratch-off sale. Start with savings of 30 to 65% store-wide, plus scratch off and save an extra 5, 10, or even 15% off. Don't drop the ball. This is the time to save on the largest selection of quality furniture and mattresses for every budget. So rush on over this weekend and scratch off to save an extra 5, 10, or even 15% off. Only at Steinhafels.
Do you take daily prescription pain medications, but they don't help enough? Do you want more options to better manage chronic pain? University of Wisconsin-Madison STAMP Study offers free, safe, therapeutic programs to address chronic pain. The programs occur once a week for 8 weeks and pays up to $340. Call 608-212-6902 today. Again, that's 608-212-6902.
Dear Winter, it's been fun getting to know you. Sleet, blizzards, ice. I love that you don't hold back. We didn't take it personally when you tried to bury us under 6 feet of snow. It's cool. You do your thing, and we'll do ours. Stay chill, Toyota Trucks.
Get $750 customer cash on our new 2020 Tacoma, or get $2,000 customer cash on our new 2020 Tundra. Find yours at buyatoyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Waking up to stuff like this should never be a surprise. Watch News 3 Now First Alert Weather and always know what's headed our way.
Get the facts with Reality Check, only on News 3 Now.
Gary's back. He has a final check of our weekend forecast.
Well, some flurries, some light snow, some freezing drizzle out there, mostly east of Madison right now. So hopefully conditions will improve. There is some fog out there as well. Visibility is less than 2 miles over southwestern Wisconsin. Here in Madison, still a 4-mile visibility. But with temperatures right around the freezing mark, there could be some slippery road surfaces overnight. For tomorrow, look for mostly cloudy skies. Temperatures topping out at around 37 degrees. Look at that forecast for Sunday. Got to show it one more time. Partly sunny, breezy, and milder. Near record high at 46, record high 47 in 1987. Back down to 39 on Monday, some light snow Tuesday and Wednesday. Near normal temperatures for the end of next week, and maybe some light snow chances about Saturday and Monday.
Okay, Gary, thank you very much. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 10. We hope you have a great weekend. Take care.